Shalom, brothers and sisters. It's your brother Yezreela from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous, who are the biblical Israelites. And before we start, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Rakakadash, that Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all, the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, ignorantly speaking. And we give double honors to elders in GMS where we learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways. Give it the 100% truth day and night. Shalom to you and your households. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, Labakar in the Hebrew, the house of David being built as we speak. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. The date today is May 5th of 2025, our hopeful year of salvation and the destruction of the nation of Edom. It seems like this year has been going very, very fast. But that's what the Lord had said, that he's going to increase it for the elect's sake. If not, no flesh shall be saved, right? So we're going to be speaking about, once again, about these wicked and what makes them wicked, okay? Because you just can't call somebody something because you feel a certain way. There's a reason because of it. And this is why the Lord has labeled these people the wicked, right? They also have nicknames like what? The serpent, okay? The dragon, the tares, the goats. Okay, they have different names, just like in the Israelites have many titles, right? Well, I'll say titles. These are bywords. These are names that they have in code of the Bible, but nonetheless, it says the Edomites, the so-called Caucasian people that are ruling the earth as we speak. Remember, the world has been given to the hands of the wicked. Who runs the world? It's a so-called Caucasian man. You can't say otherwise. So let's go to the scriptures and read and get some understanding of what was being said. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth with wine, with his philosophies, right? Because all philosophies that come from here, the whole world does. Remember, hip-hop came from America and went through the whole world. Everybody does it. Everybody dresses like Americans. Jeans and T-shirts and sneakers, right? Or runners, however you want to call them. What is being promoted now? The alternative lifestyle, the alphabet soup, right? The multicolored them movement that comes from here, and they give money to countries to promote that. So again, that's their philosophy. That's the wine that they're giving this, and all the nations drunk of it and became drunk. It tells you in the book of Revelation. Okay. He is proud, man, neither keepeth at home, right? Because who has the most bases, the most military bases in the world? And that's easy. That's the United States. That's nobody else. You have a base everywhere in the world, from Japan to Egypt to Lebanon. I mean, you can't make this shit up, okay? Neither keepeth at home who enlarges his desire as hell. As what? As hell. So he's enlarging his desire. Well, who lives in hell? Doesn't the devil live in hell? And is as death. I'm not making this up. The Habakkuk, the prophet, is saying his desire is like hell and his as death. Right? Because everywhere he goes, it's basically going to be the end of the world. Because somebody's about to get ripped off. So there's going to be a genocide and somebody's going to get stolen. Somebody's going to get raped. Everywhere this man goes, that's what happens. Look what happened in Australia. Stolen. The whole continent got stolen, right? People went in slavery. The minerals got taken. People got raped, killed, genocide, right? That's why when I was a kid, I was like, nah, they didn't go to the moon because nobody stole nothing. Nobody got raped and there was no genocide. So, just me as a child, thinking as a child, like, they didn't go there. And then once they brought a car to the moon. I that was it. Yeah, that's too much. That's pushing too much. And I have a good imagination, you know. But when they said they took a car to the moon, that was just too much for me, right? And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations. Who is known as the melting pot? America. America brings all nations together, right? Just as Babylon did, right, to build that tower. And that was what you would call the New World Order, the ancient New World Order. And what is the United States making? The New World Order of what they want to this day. Okay, so those are the Hamites or the Kemetic people doing that then and there in Genesis 10. And now you have the Edomites, a Shemitic people, doing the same thing. Okay, as you see, there's nothing new under the sun. But he knows who created the UN, the League of Nations, so-called white men, right? Who's bringing all nations together? So-called white men, right? So everything God wants, they do the total opposite. Because God destroyed the Tower of Babel and then gave everybody different languages to confuse them. And now what is he doing? Bringing everybody back together again. God doesn't want that, okay? Yahweh Shemi Yahushai doesn't want that, right? But gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Okay? Nobody's America's first known for that. You might say, well, that's happening in Canada and in England. Yeah, but it is modeled after America. Mystery Babylon. Okay? Verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and taunting proverb against him, and say, woe, which means destruction, to him that increases that which is not his. How did these Caucasians get America? They took it, right? So what does it say here? Shall not these take up a parable against him that taunteth a proverb? Woe to him that increases that which is not his. He stole America. Oh, did he steal Australia? Oh, he stole Australia. So who are these people that are stealing everything in the world? All the resources, all the people of the land, committing genocide, rape, right? Who's doing all these things? It's only when people are fitting this, you know, they're proud of their history, right? Oh, I'm proud that my forefathers took this land and carved it out and made something out of it. This is the people now saying this. Oh, you're proud of that. Oh, you said they're proud of it. There was a wilderness here and they carved it out, right? And we had to break a couple eggs to make an omelet, right? Just kill a couple people, enslave some people. Yeah, it's all right. So not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his. Okay, so-called Caucasian people. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Okay, because a lot of people will say, well, that's debt that he's accumulating, right? Because America has big debt. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? Right? Because he stole from all these nations. Don't you think all these nations eventually going to gather together, gang up, and go against you? Isn't that what's happening now with the tariff wars? And awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties. Because people will hear this and, you know, oh, booty, that's code word for treasure. Yes, but originally booty meant booty. Real booty. A woman is known as booty. Okay? Unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. America has spoiled many nations. Let's just think off the top of a Vietnam, Korea, right? Afghanistan, Iraq. I mean, Central America. I mean, and I'm just off the top of my head. We could go on and on and on. We could go to Indonesia, Japan, right? Who bombed Japan? With nuclear bombs. And killed thousands of people. Okay? Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. So now, you see how the Lord is balancing everything out? He let the bully of the world, America, go around and stomp everybody out. And now all of them are going to gang up on you, you know, because there's a no bullying law. And now they're going to stomp America out. Isn't that balance? All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood, right? Because everywhere these people go, there's blood being spilled. Okay? Anywhere this man goes, this so-called Caucasian man, okay? Because there's no such thing as white people. Okay? Look in the Bible, there's no such thing as white people. Okay? That's just another title they hide under. Okay? They are the Edomites. And for the violence of the land, everywhere they go, they bring violence. Violence is an entertainment firm. Okay? What's the biggest sports here in the United States? Football, which is violence. Followed by what? Baseball. Basketball. We're not so violent. But then you have what? Boxing. UFC mixed martial arts, which is like a gladiator games. Obviously nobody dies, but they're smashing the hell out of each other. Violence. You know, what are the great movies they like promoting? You know, they're all violent movies because it's a violent society. As soon as you're born as a child, they hand you a gun. Go ahead and play. Here's a knife. Go ahead and play. Here's a bow and arrow. Go ahead and play. Because you're already being imprinting as a child that you're going to have to go kill. Okay? Look at the cartoons. When you're a child, they're all violent cartoons. Okay? And for the violence of the land and the city, right? Look at America. There's nothing but violence on the streets of America. Okay? Of the city and of all that dwell therein. Look at New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Houston, the major cities, and it's nothing but violence. But it's violence not towards these people, not now, but in short time it will be. Why? Because the Israelites hate each other. They're under the curses. But now, you know, people are waking up to who they are. People are finding out who are their enemies, who has indoctrinated them, who has lied to them. And now they're turning around and saying, so you're the person who's dropped out all the guns in the hood. You're the person who's dropped up all the cocaine here. Imagine that. So that's what I'm saying and what the scripture is saying. So let's get one more verse to support that. It says Job 20:19, because he has oppressed and has forsaken the poor of the Israelites, because he has violently taken away a house which he buildeth not. Okay, we just talked that he took all of the Americas. Not just one city, not just a whole damn continent. From North to Central to South America. He take a whole continent. But let's look at it at a different level. He's talking about a house. Who built the White House? Wasn't it so-called Negro slaves? Who builds the houses that America abides in? So-called Mexicans. That is a curse of Deuteronomy, that they will build a house that they will not dwell in. Okay, so it's not the Jewish people building those houses that they're not dwelling in, but it's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that fit that curse in Deuteronomy. Why is that? Why are they building houses that they're not dwelling? Oh, because it might be the Israelites? And if you read this whole chapter, it's nothing but wickedness, okay? It's talking about so-called white man, right? That triumph in the wicked in short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, right? Because this time's about to go down. The final show, okay? The last hours of America are upon here. He shall fly away as a dream, and he shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place be more behold him. Right? Because he's about to go bye-bye. He's about to go into slavery. He's about to fall. He hath swallowed down riches. He shall vomit them up again. God shall cast them out of his belly. Right? Because all nations are going to have to bring all their gold, their silver to Jerusalem. That's why the doors of Jerusalem will not be closed day and night. Because we'll be taking the milk and the wealth of the Gentiles. Isn't that Isaiah 50? Isaiah 59? Beautiful. But that's it, brothers and sisters. Just to tell you what time we're in. That who is the wicked, who is the serpent in the scriptures, and who is known for these atrocities. And nobody else fits these atrocities but the so-called wicked, which is the Edomites, and no one else. So call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Barakatham, Rakakadash, and he that have ears let him hear. Shalom.